Hey guys, so we're going to do our declutter today, our eyeshadow declutter. So there's quite a few smaller eyeshadow palettes in here. Then we're going to start off with the Drugstore, which is just in one of these drawers here. So I'll just show you here first, and we'll start off there. Just put them on the vanity. So I can't hold this camera because it's a heavy SLR. I can't hold it. There'll be a lot of camera shake and probably motion sickness at your side. So I've done the high end. I will put the high end in the cards. So let me just show you what else we're going to be doing a declutter on. So we've got all these here to go through. I'm not too sure how it's going to go. I have got a lot of new palettes. We are going to be doing a declutter, but it might just turn out to be a makeup collection. I've been asked to do a makeup collection for 2022 by Ida. Her channel, I think, is Ida C Enthusiast, but I've not seen her post anything recently, so I don't know if she still posts makeup related videos. I think she's on Instagram with the same username, but yeah, I mean, she did ask me to do this last year, and I said I was going to be doing it at the start of the year, and now we're in April, so I just thought we'd kind of title it a spring declutter. I'm sure I did that last year as well. But anyway, there's that drawer and there's this drawer. This one's not as packed. This section here we've already gone through, so we don't have to do that. Sorry about the strap. But yeah, we're gonna see what we can declutter. I'm hoping to pass on quite a few things. I do need to try a few things. Really, I should be waiting until I've tried the things another 6 months before I can do it, and I want to do it now just to make some room, not to buy anything because I'm on a low buy. Right, so this declutter might go better than expected because I'm feeling really overwhelmed with what I've got. So I know there's quite a lot in here that I can declutter, starting with these little palettes here. Right, so I know for a fact, I mean, it was nice to test them out when they was new. So we've got the, let's just put you back a little bit. So it was nice to test them out when they were new. So we've got the Sweet Like Candy. These are by Makeup Obsessions. I've got a lot of Colourpop ones, so I don't need these as well. And I know my niece would love them. They're so cute. So she's going to get that. She's going to get the Ocean Blues, which is that one. She's going to get, this one was my favourite out of the four that I've got, the Sunshine Makes Me Happy. I really did a lot of nice looks with that, but I've got the Her Honey and quite a few other yellow palettes now. And then she's going to get this one that I've not even used. It's called Keep It Fresh. So, I mean, no, I've got a mint green palette. I was just thinking, should I keep it? She'll be really happy with all that. This one I just kept, and yeah, this one is old. I'm gonna declutter that into the bin. This one's got my channel on it and my Instagram, Beauty with Andrea. It was Beauty with Andrea way back when. It's by Ted Baker, and that's what it looks like. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous. Right, I'm going to give that to my mum, so at least somebody's keeping it, and I'll say to it, if you ever use it all up, give me the component back, give me the compact back, because I really want to keep it for that. But yeah, I'll pass that on to my mum. This Pastel Rose is a fake Huda palette, so this one's going. I always intended on getting the real thing, and I think you can still buy it. I think you can still buy it. I was going to do like a comparison, but there's no way I'd put this on my eyes. It's a fake. You can tell it's a fake, or I can. So I'm just going to put that in the bin. So I'm not actually buying makeup at the moment, so I'm not going to buy the original of this. I was just going to do hand swatches, I think. Then we've got this palette here, which is really nice. It's the Wet n Wild one. Do I want to keep it? Let's see. Right, so I've got quite a few blue-brown shades. So that's the blue-brown. I don't need it, guys. it was nice to test. I tested it out a bit a while back, but we'll get rid of that. I'm not sure who I'm going to give that one to. We've got this Lottie London, the Morphe palette, and it's absolutely stunning. It's better than some of the Colourpops I've got in my collection, so I definitely want to keep that one. Then we've got two of these Essence ones. The eyeshadows in these palettes aren't great, guys, but the face products are absolutely beautiful, so I definitely want to keep this one. And I think I want to keep this one as well. Yeah, I'm going to try them both again, and then when I come to do my face palettes, if I don't like them, then they'll get decluttered. Then we've got this one as well. It's the My Must Haves. I put this together. I really like this, and I could definitely use that as a face highlighter, but I've got so many face highlighters. I'm going to pass this on to my mum. Then we've got this. I got this in I think a glossy box or a birch box. It's the LA Splash eyeshadow palette. I'll keep it for now, and the next declutter it might go. Then I have the Neon Bright palette. It's by Barry M. Got this in the sale. Definitely want to keep this. Just because I don't really have a lot of bright eyeshadows like that. I've not tried it out yet. Okay, so this one is a little bit trickier. I'm not using it. I thought I might put it on Depop and sell it for quite a reasonable price. You can see how immaculate it's looking. I think I used it once for a video. I think I tested it against, yeah, I did a comparison video against the older version that they brought out and this one. So I might try and put it on Depop and sell it. See if any of you guys want it. I'll only ship to the UK though, so that doesn't really leave a lot of options, but you never know, someone might want it. Then we've got this MUA Luxe. It's kind of a dupe for the Hourglass. I don't want that either. I'm not going to use it. I always intended to do a look with it, but I'm not going to. Then this is a more recent purchase. I want to try it out. If I don't like it, I don't know, I'll pass it on to my niece. It's really, really nice. And you're getting a lot of products. So you're getting the bronzers, the highlighter, the blushers. This red blush down here is really nice. And then you're getting the Iconics, the Brights and the lip creams. So it could potentially be a good palette. Just I've got so many. Right, so the drawer is looking good. So let's put that back. So now we're going to go through Revolution, guys. I'm going to try and do it by brand if I've got more than one. So yeah, we're not going alphabetically or anything. I don't have that much patience. I'm just going to get the Revolution ones. Okay, so we'll start at the top. Right, let's see. The more I can get rid of, the more room I'm going to have. Right, so we've got this one, this Revolution Deep Dive. I've always kept hold of it because I don't have much blues in the collection. This is a maybe. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'll put it there. That's a maybe. I don't want to get rid of this one at this point. I've just brought out the ABH Subculture to use, and this one's a dupe. Once I've used it, I feel like I want to do like 2 or 3 looks with this. Once I've used this one, then I'm going to decide whether I want to declutter it. I think I will, because I don't need 2 palettes that are practically identical. That's just silly. So yeah, we'll probably declutter that very, very soon. Or I'll probably wait for the next declutter. So that can go back in there. Then we've got the Revolution Sofx Extra Spice. I've only used this once. I don't want to declutter it yet though. So we'll keep that one as well. I've got a couple more of Sophie's palettes. I've got all three. I'm sure she's only brought three out. She did bring out some smaller ones, but I don't have them. This one was the original. It's just the Ultra Eyeshadow Palette. And you can get a lot of neutral looks out of that. So I'm keeping that one as well. And then this one was the newer one, which I've only used all of these palettes one time. When I say one time, I have done various different looks with it, but I've only used them one time. I feel like this one is very, very beautiful. And yeah, I want to keep all three of them. Then we've got the Friends Revolution. We were on a break. I've not even used it yet, and it's pastel, going nowhere. Then we've got the XX Revolution Matrix palette. This is going nowhere. I've not even used it yet. Then we've got the Revolution Tasty Pumpkin Spice. I've not even used this yet. Forgot about it. Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful for autumn and winter, that. That's going nowhere. Right, so we're not doing a great job, are we? Then I have the Revolution Coffee palette. That's really, really nice. I'm keeping it. Right, I don't know about this one. It's really good formula. But I've got a W7 one that I like better. So that's a maybe as well for going. Then we've got I Heart Revolution's Lemon Drizzle. This is beautiful, guys. It's obviously going nowhere. We've got the I Heart Makeup Salted Caramel. I kept this and got rid of my Too Faced one. The Too Faced Semi Sweet, I think it was called. I'm going to just declutter it. Don't use those tones. Right, these are the last three Revolution ones. So we've got the I Heart Makeup Chocolate Rose Gold. I'm not drawn to it. Yeah, let's get rid. Then we've got the I Heart Revolution Peanut Butter Cup. I think I did use that one, but I actually quite like that, so we'll keep that. And then the last one is a really hard decision. This Revolution Tammy collab that she did. She's brought out others since, and the reason it's hard is because the shimmers, I really, really do like them. Right, so that's what they look like. But, and there's also that red. Yeah, I'll keep it for now. I want to use it. It's on the chopping block, guys. I want to use it, and I won't use these mattes because they're patchy AF. I'll use it with a different palette. Maybe bring the Brights out by Barry M that I've just shown you. And if I don't like it, then it can go. So yeah, well, that's it. So how many have we got? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. We've still got 10 Revolution ones, but I've decluttered 3, so that's something, isn't it? Let me put these back. Okay, so now we're going through BH Cosmetics. I've got quite a few. Actually, I've forgotten one. I've actually forgotten 2. Okay, so we've got the Mrs. Bella, which I've recently used on the channel. And yeah, the only shade I'm keeping it for at the minute is Damn. That one there is absolutely beautiful. The rest are really nice as well, but I could probably find the rest of those shades in my collection. This one's a duochrome, so potentially down the road I could depot that, and then put it into a palette with similar shades and use it more frequently. So we're keeping it for now though. There's this one. I've not used it on the eyelids. It's the Mrs. Claus So Spoiled eyeshadow palette that came out this year, or last year should I say. It's absolutely gorgeous packaging. This is what it looks like. I do need to do some looks with this before I even contemplate you know, getting rid of it, because if I don't, if I just go off the swatches, then I've wasted my money. And even if I don't like it, I feel like I want to keep it for Christmas and put it in my background, like on my shelf or something like that, as a Christmas decor piece. So I'll keep that. It's only small. Then we've got the Avocado Toast. Not used it yet. There's a theme here with these BH Cosmetics palettes, but look how beautiful it is. I've heard so many good things about these palettes. I definitely want to try that soon. Then we've got the Summer in Saint Tropez. Again, not used it. Got this one from TK Maxx. Absolutely beautiful. So keeping. Then we've got the Smitten in Switzerland. I feel like I've used it, but I've not done that many looks with it. Maybe I used it once. I don't know. I'd need to go and check on the channel. So it's staying anyway. And then we've got, oh, we've got two more. We've got the Lost in Los Angeles. Now, everyone loves it, and I do love the mattes. I've come round to that way of thinking. The way I see it sometimes is I want to love everything in it. That's not always going to happen, is it? Some of the shimmers are very, very chalky, and that's what put me off, because I'm a shimmer girl all the way. And if the shimmers don't work, I'm like, oh, do I really want to keep the palette? But it's pastel, guys, so I'm going to keep it. And when I duped the Natasha Denona pastel palette, well, when I got that similar vibe, a lot of these shades helped me get that similar vibe, so I definitely want to keep it. Then the last one, which started this BH Cosmetics travel series off, is this Love in London. And I got this because of Naomi. I got this with my points at Boots, so I didn't really pay anything for it. And then I tried it, and the formula's absolutely gorgeous. There's a lot of cool tones, a lot of neutrals, so you can go either way with the palette. I feel like it's a really good one. Right, so this Essence Beautiful, I feel like I just want to declutter it. It's a gorgeous palette, gorgeous formula, but it's been in a declutter now twice, and if it's been in a declutter twice and I've still not used it, then that's saying that I don't need it. And I've got so many shades like it. So, oh yeah, we've got two more, haven't we, from BH. This one as well. I don't know how I feel about it. Sometimes I feel like I don't like it. Other times I'm like, I can't get rid of it, mainly for these four eyeshadows here. And I know I could depot them, but then like sometimes I'll use the highlighters. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to try and persevere with it. It's on the chopping block, guys. Right, so as I was saying, it's on the chopping block, guys. So I'm going to do a chopping block series really, really soon. And when I do my Shop My Stashes each month, I'm going to pull at least 1 or 2 palettes in and try and do some looks with them over the month. So there is that. Then we've got this Royal Affair palette. Now I do really, really like this. I need to use this again soon just to make sure that the formula hasn't turned. It's just a really nice palette. So we're keeping most of them, to be honest. How many have I got? I'm sure this is all the BH ones I've got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, an odd number. I hate odd numbers. I would love to have another one, so I've got 10. Guys, I think someone heard me. Now, I don't use this because it's so old, but I'll keep it because it's giving me that even number, so 10. This one was always my favourite shade. It's like a peach gold. That one there, isn't it pretty? So yeah, that's it there. So let's go on to the next lot of palettes we've got. Right, so this is a mishmash of palettes now. This one is really good for autumn. I always struggle to get rid of this. It's the Cargo Vintage Escape eyeshadow palette. And I think I'll keep it, and if I'm still not using it properly in autumn, then I'll just get rid of it then. So there's that one. Then there's this kind of self-made palette, which I actually quite like. It's just got a few brights in it, so I'm going to keep that. Then we've got the Wet n Wild Colour Icon in Call Me Sunshine. I really love this palette, so definitely keeping that. Then we have this beautiful Winky Looks palette. It's fairly neutral, but it's just a really nice neutral eyeshadow palette, so I want to keep that. What's in here? I need to go, so as I was saying, I need to go through them really soon and just see if I want to keep them. The ones that I don't want to keep, or if I don't want to keep them all, I'll just declutter it and I'll just keep the magnetic palette. Then we've got this e.l.f. palette. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I'm just trying to think, could I make it work if I used it again? I really like this Element shade. That one there. But again, oh, and I really liked Moss actually. Yeah, maybe just keep it for the meantime, and then if I do another declutter at the end of the year and I've still not used it, I'll declutter it for good. Right, I want to keep this for the meantime, but I'm sure at the end of the year I'll declutter it, just because I've got quite a few yellow palettes now. I've not used it, I've just swatched it, but there's another one that I feel like I can declutter, just because I've got the Coastal Coral palette and also the Baby Got Peach, so I'll declutter this. It's really pretty. This shade especially is pretty, so I'll declutter that. This is a face palette, but I use it as eyeshadows. That's what it looks like. Ugh. The only thing that's making me want to keep it is the fact that it says Beauty with Andrea on it. I'm gonna pass it on to the niece. I think she'd like that. Then we've got this Zoeva Caramel Melange, which I've always liked. It's good for autumn winter, so I'll keep that for now. And we've got the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. Absolutely love this one. This one's going nowhere. Again, it's really good for autumn and winter. So I've not done as good that time around, I don't think. I think I only got rid of one palette. No, two. But this was never really meant to be a declutter video, guys. It's more of a collection video. There's some more palettes up here. And I think I'll be decluttering this in autumn and winter. There's just a video I want to make first. It's is it a dupe between this one and the Natasha Denona Gold palette that Naomi bought for me from Beauty Dreams by Naomi. I want to do that first, and then we can get rid of that one. I've just been bought this by Chrissy at creative_eye. It's the pastel palette from Beauty Bay. It's absolutely gorgeous. She is going nowhere. I want to do a rainbow coloured eye with this palette, so definitely going nowhere. And then I've got this Crystal Waves Makeup Obsession one. I've not used this either yet. I've swatched it. I think I swatched it for the channel, but I've not actually used it, but I don't think that's going to go anywhere either. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's those. I think there's only a few more palettes in this drawer, and then we're moving down to the second and last drawer. Okay, so Beauty Bay. So you saw the pastel palette. So we've got this palette, the Wilderness palette as well. So I've got this Wilderness palette as well. This is absolutely stunning. I feel like you could definitely hit pan on these shades. on the shimmers anyway, they're just really, really nice. So there's that, and then got another Beauty Bay one here. That's a more of a recent purchase. That's the Love Notes palette. So this one is in my Shop My Stash for this upcoming month. The only other palette you haven't seen, which we'll go through in a second. So we've got another Beauty Bay palette. Let me just go and find that. This was kind of what started me liking the Beauty Bay shimmer formula. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we've got that one as well. So I think I've only got 3 of the Beauty Bay palettes. So next up is this one here. I've only got one Moira one, I think. And that one is, of course, the Sweet Dreams palette. It's absolutely stunning. Probably one of my favourite pastel palettes. It's definitely in the top 5. So, yeah, we've got that. Then we've got this W7 Socialite palette, which is a dupe for the Huda one. That's why I got rid of the Revolution Forever Flawless, just purely because I like this one better. You can see, if I get that one again now, you can see
oh my god.
Well done, Andrea, you probably broke all your eyeshadow palettes. Sort that out later. Right, let's put these somewhere else. Do I have a basket that I can put them in? Sorry guys, I had to pick the mess up. As I was saying, this Revolution one, you can tell that they're very similar. I just prefer the W7 one more. If you look, sorry, I need to put you back a little bit. Yeah, you can definitely see they're similar, and I don't feel like I need 2 palettes. I prefer the formula of this one more, apart from the glitters there. So I'll just keep the W7 one and pass that on. Okay. Right, now we're moving on to the Wet n Wild Bret Rock. There's certain shades in here I like, guys. Like this green is absolutely gorgeous. I might try it out again, and if I don't like it, then pass it on. It wasn't worth all the hype, let's put it that way. And then we've got this Makeup Obsessions, again, Beauty with Andrea palette. It's absolutely gorgeous, but I feel like I'll pass it on to my mum because I've not used it. I don't think I've used it more than once since I bought it. So again, let's go in. I'm doing better than I thought, guys. I think I've chosen the right moment to do this, because I was just talking to a friend earlier on, and I was saying like how my makeup collection is giving me, I wouldn't say really bad vibes, but it's making me a little bit anxious about how much I have. So, you know, I just want to do the declutter now, and then maybe another one at the end of the year. So this one is a highlighter palette, but I like to use it as eyeshadow as well. Especially these shades here, they're really, really good. The funky highlighters, but how often can you use a pink highlighter, a purple highlighter? These ones up here you could probably get away with. So it's kind of a highlighter stroke eyeshadow palette for me. And that's the first drawer we've gone through, so let's move on to the last drawer. Right, so we're going to go through this box now. Okay, so we do have another Revolution one here. It's in here because it's so small. It did break on me. I think I'm just going to take that out and then just keep it. And yeah, because I do like this green palette, so I'll put that to the side and make sure I do that. And even if I didn't keep it, excuse me, and even if I didn't, there's no one I could pass it on to because it's broken. So we've got this Profusion Citrine palette. I'm not sure I'm going to like it. I've not used it yet. But the swatches that I did didn't leave me feeling great about it. So eventually I'll probably pass that on. But I want to try it first to review. And I've also got this. So the Profusion Gold Rush. I feel like if I've got this palette, do I really need this? But it might look good together because in reality, there's not that many yellows here, so it might look good together. We'll see. Then we've got the Profusion Wanderlust palette. Kelly Gooch absolutely raves about this, and with good reason too. So that one's staying in the collection. I'm sure I've got another Profusion one somewhere. Let me check. Oh, I've got two. If I had to choose a favourite, it would be this. They're just so metallic. They're so gorgeous. Now, I was that impressed with this palette. I sent Lisa one from Benny Penning and Beyond. Especially that orange. I knew she would love that orange. And look how metallic they are, guys. Right, so definitely keeping that. And then I got this one from TK Maxx for £2.99, and I just thought I have to try it. So yeah, we're going to be trying that really soon if I don't like. Right, so we've got this Kiko Milano Iron Face palette, which looked really nice. I don't know even if to try it. I've not tried it yet. Feels like there's nothing coming off. I'm going to pass it to my mum. It feels like there's not enough pigment for me, and I'll just get annoyed with it. This one I've had for years. I feel like, I mean, there's still pigment there. I feel like I'm just going to bin it. This one I got a couple of Christmases ago, and I still haven't used it. I got it in the Black Friday sale for myself. And I always wanted to do a comparison with some of these shades against the Glam palette. But look at it, it's getting unused. It needs to go to a home. So I'll pass that on. Ask my mum or my niece if they want it. The box is full. This is getting ridiculous. How much makeup am I getting rid of? Now we're going on to Morphe. No, there's one more palette here. So there's this Gigi and Hadid. From recollection, I really like this. Yeah, I'm going to keep that one. But that can go in a smaller palette drawer now. Morphe. Right, let me go and get the rest. Right, okay, so I did forget one of the Profusion ones. We've got this Violets one. I've not used it that much. I really love this Pegasus shade here. It's a duochrome. It's purple with a blue shift. It's really pretty. So that is going nowhere. Let's move over to Morphe now. So there's two that I haven't tried, which is this one. I've recently done swatches on this. So this one is the Party Pinks. Really pretty. Great for Valentine's Day. So I want to try these before I even think about decluttering them. And then we've got Vintage Rose, I think it is. Yeah, Vintage Rose. So Morphe now. I don't think I've got that many. Not as many as I used to have anyway. So we've got the little palette. Had this ages. Absolutely love this shade here. I'm sure there were two shades I really liked. That shade especially. It's gorgeous. Look at that. So we're keeping that. Then we've got the Maddie Ziegler palette, which I absolutely love. I like the fact that you can get neutral eye looks plus pastel. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping that one. Then I have this one. So it's the 35i Icy Fantasy palette. And I just feel like my niece would love this. I feel like she'd really like it. And I've not had it that long. My sister got it for me about a year ago as a gift. The only shade I really like is this one. And they're quite sheer. The shimmers in the palette are really sheer. So I'm going to give it to her. I feel like, you know, she'll get more use out of it. So yeah, I'll pass that on to her. Just wait until you see all the eyeshadow palettes, guys. I might actually, while I'm on a roll and feeling the way I'm feeling, I might actually do face palettes next. The last one I've got is this Morphe Boss Mood one. I think I'm going to keep it. Yeah, perfect for autumn and winter with all those greens and purples and oranges. So I'm definitely keeping that one. Then I've got another e.l.f. which I'm not getting rid of this. It's my favourite e.l.f. palette. I don't have many. But this one, they really did a good job on. The formula was a lot later than the other palette that I got, so they've really improved on the formula. It's got a couple of duochromes in there, being Paraiso and Sea Salt. I'm just really sad that it was a limited edition palette, because if you haven't got it, I would highly recommend it. Maybe you can get it on Depop if you want it, but yeah, it's really good. Right, so feeling a bit better about things, guys, now that I'm managing to declutter. I'm going to put all my Morphe ones together, I think. And all my Profusion I want to stay together. That e.l.f. one can go in there. I think I'm going to have a lot of room, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Right, let me just put them back and get the rest. So now, guys, we're getting to the end. This is all my mixture of palettes I've got. So I found another Revolution one. This is by Revolution Pro, and I seriously don't know why I ordered this. Because, I mean, they're nice and everything. Look how vibrant that blue is. And that silver. But I can't pull blue off, even though you guys are kind and say that I can. I look like I've blacked my eye. So, I don't know. I mean, I like the packaging though. It might be worth just displaying the packaging somewhere. It gives me kind of beach shell vibes. Right, so you have seen this before, but it's in my drawer. It's going nowhere. You all know how much I absolutely love this palette, especially this shade here. Absolutely stunning. Then we've got the PS Primark Exotica palette. The only reason I want to keep this palette is for those two shades there. I also use this palette in my dupe in Natasha Denona Pastel palette, and I feel like I want to do at least one look where I use all my dupes on one eye and then the Natasha Denona palette on the other eye. So until I've used everything, then I don't want to declutter it, because I don't have another blue like that in my collection. So that's that. And then you've seen these as well when I did my high end. So there's the Too Faced Gingerbread Cookie. I want to keep that. There's the Too Faced Peppermint Mocha. I want to keep that. There's the Too Faced Eggnog Latte. I want to keep that. They're just really nice. They've got really nice eyeshadows in, and they're really good for travelling with as well. Not that I'm doing much travelling. Then we've got the Christmas in New York. That one can just get decluttered into the bin. We've got a few, oh here, we've got the MAC one. Just has a few singles in, so it's nothing there to report. Then we've got these Ciate ones. So we've got Aspen. Absolutely love this. So I'm definitely keeping it. Even though it's blue, I feel like I created some really nice looks with this when I used it. And then we have Mykonos, which again is really nice. It's got a lot of nice neutrals in it, so I'll keep that one as well. Then we've got this Cara Beauty. It says, I've noticed it doesn't say Cara Beauty anymore. It says Cara Duo. Why is that, guys? Do you know? Lisa got me this palette for my birthday, which I've not used yet, but doesn't it look pretty? I've not even done swatches on it, guys. Need to do swatches on it then soon. I just need to try and repress the glitter. It's Sour Apple, that's the name of it. I've got this neon palette here, and this was a dupe for something in my collection. I can't remember I think it was one of the Huda beauty palettes, and I wanted to kind of compare it against that, so I'll keep that for the time being. Got this Pixie by Petra one, which just looks like that. It's got some nice neutrals and oranges down here. Not my favourite, but I'll keep it for now. We've also got this Glitzy Girl palette, which is actually quite nice. I mean, look at those neons. So yeah, definitely keeping that. And I've only used it the one time. I think that's everything. Let's check. Right, so that's everything, guys. Let's go through the box and we'll count up how many I am decluttering. It's a big massive Colourpop box, guys. Oh my gosh. When I started this, I didn't think there was going to be this much. I'll just count what I'm passing on to family members. So we've got 1, 19. So we're passing 19 over to family members, and then I'm decluttering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the bin. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So in total I've decluttered 23 palettes from my collection. I'll just count what I've got in my drawers actually, so I've shown you everything, and then we'll wrap up the video. So in the drawers at the minute there's 65 left, Drugstore. That's not to mention the 80 something that I've got in high end. So we're gonna park buying things for the moment. I'm gonna show you what the drawers look like now. They're a lot better. Even though I've just got rid of a few palettes, I feel like I've done a good job because it was never meant to be an excessive declutter. I buy all my own makeup. I do get some things gifted to me, as you've seen in videos. I'm lucky enough to get friend mail and things like that, and birthday and Christmas gifts, but for the most part I do buy my own makeup. So everything you've seen is pretty much bought by myself. I would say at least 95% is anyway. So let's look at the drawers. Right, so this one is the first drawer. It's always going to be the most fullest. So that's what that one looks like. It still looks like it's fit to burst in, but trust me guys, I had an extra 20 palettes, like not necessarily in the first drawer but in these 2 drawers. Eventually I would like to only have one drawer. I thought I was getting down to it, but then so much more came into the collection, and yeah, it's not great. But I do feel a little bit better now I've decluttered this. Yeah, so I do feel a bit better now I've done a declutter. There's barely anything in here now. I mean, there's obviously the glitters there. Eventually I might put them somewhere else. And there's only a few palettes in this section, but for the majority it's here in that box. I'm happy with how it's looking. Ideally, like I've just said, I'd like it to be in that drawer there. I can put my hair things here if I can empty this and put hair curlers, hair straighteners and whatnot. It just depends if I can get the collection down even further. Obviously I'm not just going to declutter for the sake of decluttering, but this is what we're left with at the moment. So this is what we're left with at the moment. There's going to be a lot of testing over the next few months. And then we might just be able to get it down to that one drawer that I want it in. So guys, let me know your thoughts on the declutter. So guys, let me know what you think of the Drugstore eyeshadow palette collection. Have you got any of these eyeshadow palettes in your collection? I'd love to know in the comments down below. And I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.